What to do before your ATA entry interview. Welcome to this training session. This tutorial covers two important forms, the Mentor-Mentee Operating Agreement and the Individual Development Plan, the IDP. You will need to complete these forms with your mentor in preparation for your interview to enter the Aquarian Trainer Academy. Let's start with the Mentor-Mentee Operating Agreement. Relationship between you and your mentor is multidimensional with elements of a teacher-student relationship, a coaching relationship, and a business relationship. It is important that you have some detailed discussions with your mentor covering all of these aspects, so that you will both have the same expectations and commitments in terms of time both inside and outside the teacher training courses, financial compensation for either you or your mentor, and other areas. We have seen mentor-mentee relationship challenges caused by unclear understanding of each party's responsibilities. So we highly recommend that you and your mentor have a detailed written agreement to promote a shared understanding. KRI has provided a template for documenting this mentor-mentee agreement. Keep in mind, however, that it is just a suggested starting point. The real usefulness of this tool comes from you and your mentor discussing and documenting roles, responsibilities, expectations, and commitments. The other important form to complete with your mentor before your entry interview is the Individual Development Plan, or IDP. The IDP details your strategy to learn and develop as a trainer and documents your development in order to progress through the academy. Start by filling out the top of the IDP with your name and address, your mentor's name and location, and your current status in the academy. For the dates of the plan, the from date will likely be today's date, and the to date typically is the end of the next teacher training course you're doing with your mentor. You may also decide to do annual IDPs, and then the date would be 1 year from now. The first section of the IDP is about the content credits you plan to earn in the date range specified. If necessary, watch the content credit tutorial for details to understand this form. Initially, you and your mentor will list here what section of the teacher training curriculum you want to qualify for during this time period. You list those areas by unit of study and chapter or page number, how you will develop your understanding and delivery of that topic area, and how you will demonstrate to your mentor that you qualify for that content area. For example, you may plan to earn your content credits for the sadhana unit by preparing a lesson plan and reviewing it with your mentor. And you will demonstrate it by teaching it in an upcoming Level 1 course. You may also be wanting to qualify for content credits in the Aquarian Age unit of study. You plan to develop a workshop curriculum, review it with your mentor, and then deliver it as a public workshop. The second section of the IDP is to identify which competencies and skills you will be focusing on developing, and how you will enhance your skills and experience in those areas. Check out our video about the competencies evaluation form if you need to. Once you have done a self-evaluation of your competencies and reviewed that with your mentor, your next step is to identify which of those competencies you will be working on to develop. We recommend choosing 3 to 5 of them at a time. On the IDP form, you will record those competencies. Then, in conjunction with your mentor, you will need to agree on how you will develop your skills in these areas. Also, how you will demonstrate your improvement. In other words, how your mentor will be able to tell that you've improved. The more explicit and clear these are, the easier time you will have gaining the skills you need to progress as a trainer. So please take the time up front to really talk these through with your mentor. The final section of the IDP is roles and responsibilities. If you did a thorough job creating a mentor-mentee agreement, this section will reiterate what role you will be playing in any upcoming trainings and what your mentor is expecting from you. For example, a typical role for an intern is to give practicum feedback. In the demonstrate column, your mentor would list what they are looking for you to fulfill in this duty. So perhaps gives constructive feedback to the student teachers that balances supportive, positive comments with areas for improvement. When well used, you and your mentor will refer to your IDP throughout the year, and especially at the end of the time period. This keeps the relationship focused on your personal development and maintains a record of your development as a trainer. You are then ready to prepare a new IDP for the following year, identifying the areas you'll be working on and how you will develop and demonstrate those areas. With a good mentor-mentee agreement in place and your first IDP filled out, you're ready for your entry interview. Thank you for watching this tutorial. It is our honor and blessing to assist you in this process. Sat Nam.